I'm Tiffany Young with IdeateTV, and I'm here at the annual Scuba Show, here with Larry McKenna. He is the founder of an organization that helps to save the giant leatherback turtles. Is that right?
Correct. It's called Save Our Leatherbacks Operation, S.O.L.O. We started this operation. We are an IRS certified nonprofit charity foundation. We have now, after 16 or 17 years of working internationally, there are some over 6 million supporters around the world that use the social programs to figure out what we're doing. Well, it started as a professional photographer and videographer. Way back then, I was told by somebody that this thing called a leatherback sea turtle was heading for extinction. It was #1 on the red list of endangered species. And I wanted, just as a photographer, to go wherever they may be and get some pictures and some video. So I got a bunch of good diving friends and we chartered a boat. We set out to find the reasons the turtles were being killed off and try to find a way to stop them. It took us about 16 years. We did find ways. Now,
how can people get involved today?
I was just trying to go get pictures. And I came back to America to one of these dive shows in Las Vegas. And a lot of the friends who own the equipment manufacturers are old friends of mine. And I walked up to a cluster of them and said, "Hey guys, let me tell you where I've been." And I blabbed and blabbed. And they said, "Boy, that's great." I said, "Okay, what I need from you is to donate some money from your factories." And they said, "Are you a 501c3? I said, "What is that?" And they all were in hysterics. They said, "Go find out, and when you get certified, we will donate money."
So you did.
I found out.
So now that you have the foundation for Sophie set up, how can today's viewers who maybe don't know as much about leatherback turtles — I just learned about turtles today from you. Thank you so much for informing me about the story. But for those people out there, do you have a website or something where they can go?
Yes, we have 2 or 3 websites. The best one is www.leatherbackturtles. And there's another one, Save Our Leatherbacks Operation. They all say this, they all point you to the same website. And that is a lot of story, a lot of data. Back then, many students around the world who used to write to me to help them write doctoral theses or master's theses or just a paper for school. And I made them write their own, but I was their mentor as they did that. When I started, there was absolutely no information on any web, on any site about the leatherback turtle, not even one picture.
So how does it feel to be at the Scuba Show where you're informing people about leatherbacks when there was no information about it before? That must be awesome.
In that, it took us a long time, as I mentioned, but it is a 100% success story.
Yes.
And I'll tell that camera eye, it is a full success. The baby turtles we saved from being killed are now big enough so they're laying eggs now, and they've grown enough so a lot of them are now coming back to that same beach and laying eggs. Now that is the circle of success.
That's awesome.
Then we knew we'd have done a good thing. If you look on a website, if you look on any web server and type in leatherback turtles, it's going to show you a lot of responses, because where we started out with 0 people along the way we've talked to and met and done some video have now started their own saving operations, and they tell the story. And we help them and we're proud of them. We are happy to see so many stories out, because the population that you asked about are catching on to our environment that has a definite need, and most importantly, how a single guy can stand up and beat all the odds, and there were a lot of obstacles, including active real threats to have my head cut off in the jungle because they wanted our money and they wanted to stop what we're doing. But we resisted.
I'm glad you did, and it sounds like you started an actual movement with people who are supporting your cause and carrying it on into the future, and that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's to the point where it will become forever self-sustaining because the evolution of a turtle dropping an egg, plenty of videos about that now, and this little 4-inch long thing, about that long, in its life, it grows over 10,000 times its size from hatching. So that's how they get to be 16 feet long.
Right.
And
That's
they
incredible.
are wiping back, they're controlling now more and more every day the jellyfish. That lets more fingerlings go to the ocean and come back. And that is helping the humans. I mentioned a connection in that the leatherback eats only jellyfish. And the jellyfish are killing the fingerlings, so that limits our seafood supply. It's a direct correlation where the leatherbacks are putting the jellyfish in their tummies, that it lets more fish come back to be caught and provide seafood. So the humans are depending on the leatherback by getting rid of the jellyfish again.
Thank you so much for teaching us so much information about the leatherbacks, and we'll definitely have our viewers check it out and join the movement.